Hey, what's up guys? So we're back with another Inside Star Citizen video. If you're new channel, welcome. Some of you guys have been giving me really good feedback on these, saying like, hey, keep these up. I really like really like these videos. And for me personally, I really like them too. So this one's called Alpha 4.2 Into the Storm. Now, I really don't know what to expect from this one. However, the video right now is like broken into chapters, and some of them are called like the Stormbreaker, Thoraxis, Shuttles, and things like that. So I'm getting really like Norse mythology names right here, because one's called Stormbreaker, and you see the name Thor and all that. So I wonder if that was the inspiration for it. But besides that, let's just check out what this Inside Star Citizen is gonna tell us.
Stormbreaker is all about taking the next step in exploration gameplay.
So
Making exploration work in Star Citizen
Wait, so is Stormbreaker the name of the planet, or?
actually requires you to go out and build locations that players want to visit. That's what we're doing now.
We were trying to push our FPS combat existing in game and actually get players to feel like they're actually fighting for something.
Stormbreaker is different because you don't go into your contract manager to look for what to do. You just go off, fly down to a planet, and you start exploring.
We wanted to lead players from place to place and make them question what they're seeing.
So I want to be clear here. Stormbreaker isn't an event, and it's not a mission. It is a sandbox activity. It will be persistent, it will keep happening. Every single patch you can come back and you can run this over and over and over again, just like you can the Align and Mine sandbox activity.
It's not an event.
So, okay, so he cleared it up. It's not a planet, it's not all that. It's a sandbox activity that can like restart, and you can do it over and over again. The first thing that came up to my mind, because this was one of the very first videos that I saw on my channel, is Jumptown. Because I remember that in Jumptown, they did like some sort of heist or raid and like stole like greatly amounts of drugs to like sell on the black market and get tons of money. And then I heard that the NPCs that are guarding it, or the players that are guarding it, just like respawn, or they will be replaced there, and you could just go back there and do it again. So it kind of sounds like Stormbreaker in a way is like Jumptown in a way. But if I'm incorrect, please correct me in the comments below, and I really would appreciate that. But that's pretty much the first thought that came to my head as soon as he said it's like one of those like sandbox activities.
This is a continuation of the Regen Crisis storyline. In 4.1, we saw how Ray was trying to tackle the Regen Crisis.
The Regen Crisis. I've been hearing this a lot in Star Citizen, but I gotta really look into it.
In 4.2, we're starting to see what ASD, a faction called Associated Science and Development, is doing to address the Regen Crisis.
ASD. Oh, that's new.
ASD is probably best publicly known for their weapons research division, which has released some high-tech weaponry that's already available to put on your ship. But they have many other research departments, and they're doing their part to help out with the current Regen Crisis and the Second Life Initiative. They're diving into trying to fix the problem with imprints and regen. So it'll be interesting to see what solutions they propose. Now, over the years, ASD has gained a little bit of a reputation for maybe pushing things a tad too far. One of their weapons was known for the particularly gruesome effect it had on people it was targeted on, which gained them a bit of a reputation across the Empire for
Caution, keep clear.
Pushing science a little bit farther than they should.
So they are very good at what they do, and the research, the development, and all that. But I guess they cross some like moral boundaries, and they cross some lines. So I guess that's where it kind of leads.
Stormbreaker will start with these data facilities that you will find on Pyro 4.
Pyro.
This is where
always on Pyro.
ASD is storing a lot of their data. So you'll find a bunch of servers, and this is actively being guarded by security forces, which means you gotta land your ship somewhere where it's safe and then make your way down on foot.
ASD does not want you there. They will be quite upset that you're trespassing.
Hostile
If you want to
territory.
explore the facility, you'll have to fight your way in. You'll find quite a few places in the facility that aren't that easy to get into.
As you explore as a player, you will encounter a new type of door access, the Lotus Scanner. You will need to kill the enemies in the area to try to pass as one of them wearing their outfit. It
So
is
you-
just a
oh.
simple door, but with this new mechanic, you can feel like Indiana dressing as the enemies and go inside the enemy lines.
Access granted.
Oh,
As you
just get a lab
explore
coat and all
deeper
that, you're
into the
fine.
Facility, if you pay attention to your environment, you'll notice a number of different places and rooms that require a bit of extra effort to get into.
There will be unique loot, and the more of the
Whoa, look
facility
at that
guards
rifle.
you relieve of the ability to go home and say goodnight to their children, you will slowly find the first piece of the puzzle that you'll need to finish this entire loop. So if you discover the secrets that we've hidden and you've taken care of the environment, you've found the information, you've read through the information, you've listened to the information, you might find that your journey takes you to Pyro 1.
Once you arrive at Pyro 1, there's one thing you'll immediately notice. A huge storm.
It is just mind-blowing. It looks beautiful. There will be rain. You've got this very dark environment because of this overhanging cloud. You've got lightning just constantly going off inside the clouds. It looks phenomenal.
If you were to fly into the storm, you'll notice that your ship starts taking massive amounts of distortion damage. If you don't watch out, this can seriously mess up your ship.
Cause it to turn off, and you will plummet to the
Whoa.
ground. If you
Mess up your ship.
Did you see? Wait, keep an eye on that percentage. I mean, I thought it was going to go up by 1, but no.
cause it to turn
thing
off,
started going up
and
by
you
10.
will plummet to the ground. If you don't explode, out of luck, you then have to walk out of the storm.
You'll quickly notice that you'll be affected by radiation damage.
So unless you've brought a load of rad pens, you're likely gonna die. And that's not even to say anything that might be in the storm that has mutated and isn't the normal version of what it once was.
Oh, hell
So
no.
how'd you get into the storm where ASD doesn't want you to go? On the outer edges of the storm, you'll find 3 shuttle stations that each have a shuttle that lead into the storm.
Once again, ASD don't want you there, so you'll have to part people with their lives.
These shuttles are specially retrofitted to allow them to withstand the distortion damage, allowing employees and also players into the storm.
Yep, we gotta steal
We
one.
made sure the roof is glass. It's using the old Crusader shuttles, so you can actually appreciate all of the beauty of the storm.
This is where some of the weather system improvements come in that we've been working on, where you'll see rain hitting the windshield, lightning outside, and thunder in the distance.
And also, you get a little bit of respite before the shit we're gonna put you through. So it's kind of like a nice like, oh look at this, and then you're gonna land on the beaches of Normandy, D-Day style. Here we go.
I mean, it looks amazing, the lighting and
When
all
you get
that.
off the shuttle, everything's gonna try to kill you.
You'll be immediately assaulted by loads of security guards outside.
It is very dark. The visibility is very low.
You'll start being affected by the radiation damage from the storm. If you do manage to get a radiation suit, you'll still find irradiated wildlife for you to contend with.
Man, everything's trying to kill you.
So just watch your back, watch your friend's back.
And watch where you step.
Your objective is to get inside as quickly as possible into the relative safety of the research base.
Once you're inside this facility, that's where Stormbreaker really begins.
All that stuff that you've done to get there, that was purely the beginning. It's the intro scene in the movie. You've not even hit the movie yet.
Inside,
That's a lot of
you'll
work for
find
an intro.
Danger, mystery, great loot,
Death, action, cruelty.
audio logs, finally an alternative to reading.
Hello. Here we go.
Oh,
New
so
ways
this
to
is
open
new.
doors, which doesn't seem exciting, but we really are excited about it.
I'm really excited to see you playing with this new mechanic.
You're gonna find irradiated things.
Eggs, babies, screaming,
They might all be connected.
the horrors of science run amok.
You can find new battle vehicles that can only be earned in game. I said choo choo as well. This isn't a train. It's got massive weapons.
No, you just kept. He was like.
There's Jared.
It's cool.
Yeah, it's cool. He's got the acting qualification. I don't.
It's always good to see
I
Jared.
want players to feel something different to what they've been feeling when playing Star Citizens. I want them to be hyped for every bit of the mystery that they are trying to discover and all of the clues that they get right.
I think it's going to be an amazing patch. We've all been working very, very hard.
We've got VFX, lighting, audio, all of that is coming together to create the biggest, baddest content that you've seen in Star Citizen so far.
It's going to be cinema, as Zach would say. I'm really excited for you all
Oh,
to play.
shit, there's
I'm
a big
really
one.
excited to see you all discover it.
And the story doesn't end here. It really gets messed up in August.
It's really cool. I want to tell you everything.
So stop watching the video and go play the game.
Yeah, go play the game.
Now, of course, for those of you that have been playing or watching PTU for the last week, you already know much of what's not being said here. But that's by design. As we said back in February, it's our intention this year to have you discover as much as possible in-game through our monthly patches instead of having everything just spoiled here. And by the time Stormbreaker releases in about 2 weeks, there should still be a few more changes and improvements along the way. Oh, also, special shout out to Louis, Max, and everyone on the Montreal Environment team for kicking all kinds of ass on this one. And don't forget, we're currently taking submissions for this year's CitizenCon watch parties, where we'll send devs to watch the program alongside of you, and they have to submit to your every question. Mostly. For Inside Star Citizen, I'm Jared Huckabee. Thanks for letting us share the people and process of game development with you, and we'll see you all here next week for Star Citizen Live.
Always great to
Where'd
see
my hair
Jared.
go?
Wait, did he? Yeah. Wait.
Star Citizen Live. Where'd my hair go?
I noticed that too. Okay, this one was really cool. I really like this one. Basically, a new sandbox event and a lot of combat, a lot of everything. It's great to see it. Now, a lot of you have been asking me, what is my thing with Star Citizen? Are you playing it or are you just watching videos? For right now, I am watching videos. But I did go on the RSI.com, like the Star Citizen website, and I did just look around of how much the game is, what the requirements, PC requirements are, because I mean, that thing is huge, 150 gigabytes. And also just a few things here and there. But I am very intrigued and very interested in playing. But it's just kind of hard to say if I should play now or when I get moved to my new duty station. So that's why I'm kind of putting it off for right now. And just gathering up as much as I can, because I know it's a big universe and the more you know, the easier it would be. But besides that, I do have the game on my list, so don't worry guys. And also the storm, I really like the lighting, the effects of the storm, mutated or radiated enemies, and basically a research team or research science organization that is really good at what they do, but they have no moral boundaries or no lines they won't cross. So that's pretty cool to see. So besides that, this was a really great video. But then again, every single Inside Star Citizen video has been amazing. And so that's it. That's all I got for today, guys. So thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for watching. Hit that notification bell so you know when I drop another video. And also shout out to all my members, subscribers, viewers. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much for your support, guys. I really do appreciate it. So without anything else, see you guys next time.